I don't know why no one's talking about this, but I want to talk about this. Also, listen, let me first. Okay, where should I start? First, before we talk about what no one is talking about, but what I want to talk about is I do get dressed every day, most days, but you just get me when the day's over and I'm in like sweatpants. So, happy Valentine's Day, happy Sunday. I'm still in my sweatpants because I'm freezing, but the dress is still on. Do you ever drink a lot of water and it makes you really cold? I'm freezing right now. I'm so cold and I drank a lot of water, so the sweatpants went on, and this is the look we have. Okay, here's what I want to talk about. This is a very quick chapter. But have you ever feel like everyone is doing great and cool things except you? Have you ever been told not yet by God? I have been told not yet so many times. And it's so devastating. Especially when you feel like the people around you get to do it or are doing cool things, and it's like, well, why do they get the green light and not me? Now, I like to read a few things, like just history. I have a few history books that I like. I like context, church history, so I can know more of the background while I'm reading. And the 3 resources that I use to help me study about context and church history and stuff, no one mentions this. And it was like the only thing that I could think about, because Samuel, okay, so this revelation in Doctrine and Covenants 23 is talking about several people, and you're going to hear their names. We have like Hiram, Oliver, Hiram, Samuel, I'm missing one. Oh, and Joseph Knight. Okay. And they're all being told things that they need to do, except one person. And so to be singled out, especially around other people, to be singled out and be told not yet, oh my gosh. I just can't stop thinking about Samuel. Okay. Let's just read the quick 7 verses. Now, Doctrine and Covenants 23, I love just like in the actual paragraph before the verses start, it says, this is coming as a result of earnest desire. And then they inquired of the Lord. So that right there is like, there you go. There's your gold nugget even for today, and you didn't even read any verses. How much revelation are we missing, or how much revelation can we receive just as a result of just this earnest desire, and then taking that and inquiring of the Lord specifically? I feel like a lot of the times we spend time thinking about things and talking about things, but then we don't actually get to the point where we actually take it to God and then listen. Anyways, that's a tangent. Let's read. All right, behold, I speak unto you, Oliver. Each verse is like a new person, but listen how Samuel gets kind of thrown under the bus. Are you ready? Behold, I speak unto you, Oliver, a few words. Behold, thou art blessed. Thou art under no condemnation, which is great because we know the history of Oliver. But beware of pride, lest thou shouldst enter into temptation. Make known thy calling unto the church, and also before the world. Thy heart shall be opened to preach the truth from henceforth and forever. Amen. Now we're going on to Hiram. I speak unto you, Hiram, a few words. For thou art also under no condemnation. Thy heart is open, thy tongue is loosed, and thy calling is to exhortation and to strengthen the church continually. Wherefore thy duty is unto the church forever, and this because of thy family. Amen. Okay, here's the part that gets me. Behold, I speak a few words unto you, Samuel. For thou also art under no condemnation, and thy calling is to exhortation and to strengthen. But thou art not as yet called to preach before the world. Amen. Don't you feel a little sad? Anyways, behold, I spake unto you a few words unto you, Joseph, for thou art under no condemnation. Thy calling is to exhortation, to strengthen the church, and this is thy duty from henceforth and forever. Amen. Behold, I manifest unto you, Joseph, knight, by the words that you must take upon your cross, in which you must pray vocally, before the world as well as in secret, in your family and among your friends and in all places. And behold, it is your duty to unite with the true church, and give your language to exhortation continually, that you may receive the reward of the laborer. That's a good little reward of the laborer. Where are our efforts? Are we putting in? Are we trying? Amen. I just feel like we're all at different spots, and that is not a bad thing. He was the only one that said not yet. But you know what it makes me think of is Hiram, who was just told some great things that he should do and pursue within the church. But was that always the case? It wasn't. So, if we just rewind a year, and if we go back into D&C 11, Oliver he actually received revelation. I wrote it down. What is it? D&C 11:21. And he was told by God, seek not to declare my word, but to obtain his word first. So he wanted to know his part in everything. And he was also told, not yet. This needs to happen for you first. And it kind of makes me think of maybe Samuel when he is hearing not as yet called to preach. Not maybe that he won't. So if we think of ourselves, which we always should, always think of yourselves. It doesn't mean if we are ever told by God not yet, it doesn't mean that won't ever happen. It just means not yet. Other things need to happen. And so wherever you are on your journey and on your path and what God intends for your life is not bad, no matter what that looks like. And it's not wrong, no matter what it looks like. It only seems that way when we allow the adversary to compare where other people are in their path. So if I were to be Samuel and everyone's getting told X, Y, and Z, and then I hear not as yet, it would be very easy for the adversary to be like, just have those questions of, well, why not me? What did I do wrong? What's wrong with, am I just not as good as them? It's so easy to go on those questions. Well, how come them and not me? What is wrong with me? What am I doing wrong? But if we just use Hiram as an example, he was also told in D&C 11 that same thing, not yet. So if we're ever told not yet by God, it is not bad. You are not doing anything wrong. You are not unfavored, especially if other people seem to be told different things. It's just where we're at. And one day you'll be able to do things and other people are going to be told not yet. And it's just how it works at different times. So please do not let the adversary come in with those damaging questions that are they just destroy your happiness. You know what I mean? Anyways, that's it. Happy Sunday. Happy Valentine's Day. I have worn this dress every Valentine's Day for 4 years in a row. The first 2 years were on accident, but then I saw, I just can't ever get rid of that dress because I want to see how long I can wear it for. So this is 4 years, and I think I only wear it on Valentine's Day. So happy Valentine's Day to you. You're great. God does not look at you any less compared to anyone else, especially when he's telling you, not yet. and I will see you tomorrow.